Hello, it's now time for the top minis of the week. This is for the week of October 29th to November 5th. As always, I searched throughout the internet on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Putty and Paint, Reddit, wherever minis are posted, and I look for what I think are the best completed miniatures from the past week. So as always, if you think I missed something or you disagree, leave a comment, let me know. Alright, well, let's get started. First up, we have Sleeping Beauty from Yi Song Yu. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Probably not, because I'm American. So what I love about this mini is the white fabric. It's very difficult to paint white. And not only does it come across as white fabric, and he did an excellent job, but there's so many different colors in the fabric as well, and it still like comes across as white fabric. You got blues, you got some greens, you got some pinks. It's excellent. It's also a very small miniature, and you get this amount of detail in like this flesh tone, and it's very good. And I love the like blood-soaked ends you have on the bottom and on the sleeves there. Here you can see from the back you get some more blues and even some yellows in the fabric. Very good, and it still comes across as white. Difficult to do. Did an excellent job here. Next up, we have CP Mother from Alessandro Natale. Or Natale, not sure. Again, I'm American, can't say things. I love this piece. It's so... it's hard to describe. It's great. Look at all the different colors that are coming from the metal, like... I was gonna say flesh, but it's obviously metal. The cyborg anatomy. There's so many different reflections in there. It's great. Here's another shot with 3 different angles. You can see more colors coming through. You got some greens, some blues, some pinks, some reds. Very nicely done white cape. Again, white fabric is hard to do, and you can tell one is fabric and one is metal. Like the highlights for the metal parts, they don't look the same, but they're still both like whitish. Very good. This is a really cool piece. Really cool. Alright, next up we have Gru from Chestnut Ink. Now, Chestnut Ink is a collection of painters, and when they posted this, they didn't say which painter painted it. So, unfortunately, I can't properly attribute the artist. Hopefully, on their blog, they'll share who did it. But it's excellent, no matter what. Like, look at all the different colors in the flesh there. Again, you paint like one color as the main color, and then you just put all these little colors in there, and it just makes it look more realistic. You got some oranges, some reds, some greens. It's fantastic. And then you get the texture in the top there with all the little dots, and you get the like spots on the back spikes. It's really nice. And I love the way they did the eye too. It's really cool. Okay, next up we have Tamra Widerspan with the Fallen Knight. This is probably my favorite piece from this week. This is absolutely incredible. This is a 32mm miniature, and to get this really like Land Studio style hyper realistic non-metallic metal is insane. And then you got all those OSL reflections in there, like the nice warm glow from the candles on the leg, even on the blue cape around the chest there, you get some of the light reflections. This is incredibly talented artist, and they did a fantastic job with this piece. This is incredible. I know I use that word a bunch, but There's really nothing else you can say about it. It's just so good. I've stared at this thing for well over an hour, just trying to take it all in. I love it. Next up, Gotrek from Tomáš Pekař. Another really cool piece. I love the base that he did with like the dead Skaven. He did some nice rat flesh on them. He even did a really cool shield with tiny freehand on it. And look at the little like metal circle dot things on the loincloth. All that's non-metallic metal, and he did a fantastic job. I've painted things that small and tried to do non-metallic metal, and it doesn't come out nearly half that good. This is very, very well done. I love the pants too. You can see you got some texture in there, you got some shininess. Kind of like satin pants, but it looks... That's how you should paint black pants. It doesn't really look black, except for in the dark areas, because when you wear black cloth and there's a lot of light shining on it, it kind of shines a different color. We'll see that again in just a few moments. So next up, the Stone Skulls Mega Boss from Beta Bogach. This was the first place winner of the Golden Demon Compendium's online Orktober competition in the fantasy category. And you can see why. It's just very, very well done. This time doing white armor for an orc, which is very unusual. And again, white is very difficult to paint. And she did a very good job of making this convincing looking armor. And it doesn't look like the white cloth. It actually looks like white metal, which is pretty difficult. And I love the way the skull looks, with the darker browns and near the edges, and then the lighter as you go in. It's very good. Alright, next we have the Dark Queen from Robin Gruba. And as you can see, as I said, we'll see a little later, you got this kind of blackish blue cloth. Kind of looks like velvet. And then you have this incredibly detailed shoulder pad and crown that looks like flames done in bronze non-metallic metal. And there's so many like twists and turns on the thing everywhere that it can catch light. That had to take a long time to paint. So many little reflection spots all over the place. It's incredibly detailed work. Let's get a shot of the back. The flesh is very good too, like this like cold pale flesh. And then in the back you got this like vibrant red cape that really stands out and looks very nice against all the other cold elements that are going on. This is a very good piece. Alright, next we have the Gatebreaker from Phil Price. I love this piece. This is, he's a series, he's got 3 of these. He was doing it as a commission. This is my favorite one. It's got a lot of excellent black leather. Some nice detail and highlighted perfectly. Then you got this incredibly nice pale cold skin tone, and it's so pale you can see veins coming through around the feet and the thighs. Really, really good. Even did some detailed striped pants on the little human that he's carrying away. And you can see on the other side here some more detail in that black leather. Black leather is difficult to do, and he did an excellent job. Alright, next we have Zombie from Gero Carmona. This was a little like bust type situation he did for Halloween. That's some really cool looking decayed flesh tone on there. And the eyes are just awesome. Like, it's really cool. The way he did the pupils and the iris, just kind of little streaks all over, make it kind of look realistic. It's very nice. I love this. All right. Now finally we have Uther from Trent Dennison. This is incredible. The gold is very nice. The sword is amazing. Love the reflections in there. The skin is spot on. It's very, very good. Here's another angle here. And one of the most incredible things about this is that he did this all on stream, and in Trent Dennison fashion, he did it in not a very long time. He is an incredibly fast painter, and he paints to a ridiculous quality at that speed. And if you're not following him on Twitch, you should. It is big_Deno. I believe that is the correct name. He is from Australia though, so the times are kind of weird for the Western Hemisphere. I myself, being American, can only really catch his Sunday, our Saturday stream, because it happens at 5 p.m. Saturday. For him, it's 9 a.m. Sunday. But anytime you can watch, it's just incredible watching him work. Like, to get this style of painting and all this detail like that quick, it's ridiculous. So, wrong thing. There we go. That was the top minis of the week for October 29th to November 5th. Quick caveat, I purposely left off 2 pieces that were fantastic this week, and I'll explain why. It was the Ghost Rider from Arnar Lazaro, and I can't say the name because it's in Polish, from Natalia Orach. And the reason I left them off, because both of those artists were in the last 2 top minis of the week, so I felt like I shouldn't put them in 3 weeks in a row. They are incredible pieces, and you should check them out. But I wanted to get some different painters in here. I just didn't want to show the same artist over and over again, but it's also a testament to how great they are and how fast they can pump out these pieces and be incredible quality. So check them out. Their links are in previous videos because they have been in quite a few of them. So, as always, if you disagree with something or you think I missed something other than those 2 that I just mentioned, please feel free to comment, let me know. And check out all these amazing artists. I'll have all their links below. So, see you next week. Goodbye.